I'm a wizard. I'm a floodgate. Oh, glorious intro cinematics that have nothing to do with the actual story of the game. You should never put points in craft weapon skill. Not in Neverwinter at least. Stealth skill successful. Hygiene skill unsuccessful. Trophy! Balance check unsuccessful. Stab check very successful. Game making skill very successful. So, welcome to a new Let's Play series, Neverwinter Nights. As you've previously seen, we are going to follow the story of a very specific character through the Shadows of Undertide expansion, and hopefully one day the Hordes of the Underdark, as they are linked. So we begin with Shadows of Undertide. What's Undertide? Well, you have to find out from the story. But it casts shadows. So we will be creating a new character, namely a male. Yes, that's very out of the realm of possibility. And a human, also a very, very strange thing. Portrait. Well, I had this portrait here on my mind. Nice bearded chap. Nice bit of armor, but a bit of a barbarian touch, which is what we are going through, for we will be starting as a barbarian. Warning, the following build is really, really stupid. If you know anything about D&D, you should not be making this build. This build completely sucks balls, at least in Neverwinter Nights. Do not make it. If you want to have any kind of proper good time, or at least a good power gaming time. Right, with that out of the way. He will start out as a nice chaotic neutral. Chaotic neutral characters are individualists. Resent restrictions, challenges tradition. He does not intentionally promote anarchy, however, as that would require that he be motivated by either good, the desire to liberate others, or evil, the desire to make others suffer. A bard who wants the land living upright with is chaotic neutral. Chaotic neutral represents freedom from society's restrictions and from the do-gooder zeal. But a character of this alignment is not totally random with his actions. He will be more likely to jump off a bridge. He will not be as likely to jump off a bridge as to cross it. That's what I meant. But since this character is a barbarian, chaotic neutral is very common. Now then, once again, this is a stupid build. You should not make this. But I'm going to do it for role-playing reasons. Yes, the best reasons. So, we'll give him a suitable amount of strength as a barbarian, a bit of dexterity, a bit of constitution, no wisdom, because who needs wisdom when you have axes? A little bit of intelligence, and a little bit of charisma, for there might be some secret magical potential. Yeah? Now we have a few points left, so yes, put that in there, and put that one little extra point in wisdom. There! See, it's not a total dump stat. Packages. Package. No. We will be putting our points in ourselves, since this is, as we said, a stupid build. We are going to put a lot of points in lore. So that will be neat. And in intimidate. Let's make use of that amazing 12 charisma. Is there anything else we need? I'm tempted to put a few points in this. Yeah, let's do it. We put 2 points in that. That would, because it'll allow us to modify the looks of our weapons, which is fun. Put 2 points in that. And the rest is getting saved up. For later classes might reveal more interesting possibilities. Now, I think this going with medium armor is bollocks. And since we don't have massive dexterity, heavy armor, and already let's take weapon focus on my axe. Hey! Very good. Customize. Already had a bit of a look picked out for him. There's our bearded fellow. Let's see. Ooh, naked man. Can't I have thigh tattoos? No? And I will just go. Yeah, with that. That's good. Hair color. Dark brown. Skin color is fine. A nice red. And a bit of black. There we go. Clothing. Oh, this is cool, but I think you would get very cold nipples if you go out like that in the Silver Marches, so no. This'll do. Show off those nice tattoos. Massive biceps, for I am barbarian.
Get on them! Attack, I say!
No.
By my direction, attack!
Yes.
No quarter!
Now, is 19 by the time that our story starts. The curses. I think you read it like that. Or is it one C? I think it was 2 C's. Oh, we'll never see this all again, so why bother? And with that, we are done. Dar stands ready to move on to the next chapter. Let's begin.
Hilltop, one of many small villages that dot the most remote regions of the northern wildlands, known as the Silver Marches. Few would choose so cold and inhospitable a land to make their home. Only those seeking a new life It is in Hilltop that your mentor, Master Drogan, chose to settle after a lifetime of adventure. Here, he would pass on his knowledge to you, and a select few others with promise. It is here that evil comes in the shadows, and behind it, a sinister purpose that will see your own promise either realized in full or extinguished forever.
Not if Reload has anything to say about it. So, Master Drogan, he has taught us. What do we have here? Idol of the Bear. That must be the bear we've killed. The great white bear stood on its hind leg, roared its challenge at you to come and fight. Instead, you stood your ground, hooted and spun in circles, daring you to come. Your patience won out, and in great anger the bear lumbered forward, falling into a pit you had prepared the night before. Oh, that's cowardly. Drogan was impressed by how you handled the challenge, and as a trophy, he turned the mighty bear into a frozen statue. Gazing at the statue, you laughed loudly and realized that there was nothing magical about it. What? Oh, there was something magical about it. Ah. Would be strange if there wasn't. Once per day, the statue increases your taunt skill. I don't use the taunt skill. Yeah, this is all one book. I am not going to read every book in the game. That would be a lot. We already will have a lot of reading to do with the dialogue. Thank you. Inventory, no.
Aha! You're here. Tell me, surely you have heard how our dear Misha fared in her last test.
I have had enough of your jibe, Xanos. You would have done no better.
On the contrary, dear lady, I tend to do exactly what Master Drogan asks me to do. If he says to rescue the goblin child, then I rescue the goblin child. It is not so difficult.
I somehow doubt Master Drogan would ask you to rescue anything that he didn't expect you to rob first.
Ha ha! You are the aspiring thief amongst us, little doorknob.
Xanos.
Not I.
I really like that portrait. I'm a big fan of half-orcs, so... And this is a very cool look for a half-orc.
But a goblin is an evil creature, child or no. How can I be expected to lend it aid? It was not a fair test of my abilities.
First time paladin roleplayer! Or just a paladin with a really low wisdom score. So you would leave town to die, Misha? What kind of paladin are you? You idiot girl, do you want to graduate or not? Master Drogan wanted you to rescue a goblin? Why? Master Drogan tests us all, so that we reach our potential. We make... Nah, that's not a good voice for the dwarf lady. Let's find something. Master Drogan tests us all, so that we reach the potential we came at his school to achieve. Your tests are different than the rest of ours, naturally, but our goal is the same. Master Drogan is a very wise man. They say that he is a great adventurer. Before he retired, that is what I hope to benefit from, not from his wisdom. I don't know. Perhaps there's a lesson Master Drogan tests that I've not yet considered. You think? Maybe you want me to. You will learn. Now I have to get into the dark voice. You will learn in time, monsieur. Don't worry about it. Thank you for your kindness, Dar. I've never suspected Master Drogon will never hold me in as high regard as you, however. Who cares? Who cares what the dwarves regard him? I came here to learn what I can from him, and from him that's all. I expect Master Drogon. He is a learned man, and a great wizard. If such bootlicking makes one graduate faster, then I question the worth of the Master Drogon's little school. Perhaps the school that questions your worth, half-orc. For a paladin, you have quite a mouth on you, little girl. Really? I could think of something worse. I heard Master Drogon saying that your final test will be coming very soon. Do you think you're ready for it? I believe I am. You sound so confident. I wish I ever could say the same. I bet Master Drogon will take away Dar's little ring for the final test. Haha! No teleporting for you. But Master Drogon gave us the ring to keep us safe. They've kept us all from being killed during our training. And what better way to test if you are ready to leave the nest, eh? What do you think of that, Dar? Ready to lose your ring? I've never relied on that stupid ring anyway. Ha ha ha. Xanos is weak of constitution and constantly in need of rescuing by that ring. That's why he values it so highly, I think. Oh, shut up, little dwarf! I notice you have no lack of focusing crystals to power your precious ring. Better safe than sorry, I always say. Do you know what your final test will be, Dar? Has Master Drogon said anything to you? Well, I'm not freeing up. I'm here to learn how to master the magic I am cursed with. So, it's not specifically that I'm a barbarian per se. No, he hasn't, and I have no idea what the final test is.
I cannot wait until Master Drogon gives me my final test. Oh, I wish I was in your shoes.
For once I agree with the little girl. I came to Master Drogon to learn how to be an adventurer. I wish to adventure.
True. I wish something exciting would happen here at Hilltop. Do you hear that?
The sounds of battle from
Master Drogon is
downstairs.
in trouble.
Yeah. After I put on my armor. There we go. And put that ring on. And use that ring. Look at the blood!
Right shall prevail.
Backstab.
Run while you can! Invited my attack.
No quarter!
Come on! No, he stole my kill!
Have at you!
Oi, get back here! I want more experience points! Bastards!
That's it? The little beasts are all gone? Then I shall see to Drogon now. I can only imagine what they did to make him cry. Poison? I cannot tell the type, but I should be able to counter it with my magic. Hold on, good dwarf. Nothing? The poison resists? How can that be?
That's an
This
awesome
is no
magic star.
simple toxin these kobolds have used here. How could they have acquired such a poison, I wonder? And why did they come all this way, just to strike at Master Drogon? There must be an answer.
Indeed. No. Dar likes Drogon. And who are you to be demanding answers anyway? I find it more than a little suspicious that some helpful stranger would show up as these creatures attack, eh? How rude! This lady aids us without asking her for anything in return, and would you repay her with suspicion? Rude or not, I'd like to answer as well. You have quite a remarkable timing, my lady. Of course, you were suspicious as I would be as well. Why, in your shoes? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ayala Windspear. I've been following tracks of the kobolds for 2 days now. I thought it odd that they would range so far from their caves in the Nether Mountains. Indeed. I've never imagined that they would do something like this, however. As soon as I realized that they were headed for Hilltop, I came as quickly as I could, but it's too late. Shouldn't we chase down these kobolds? We can't let them get away. There will be time enough for that. Well, not if they run away. Our first priority is to find out why this happened, and do what we can to help Drogon. But I don't understand. Why would anyone want to attack Master Drogon? Because he's a wizard and he has lots of money. I am a harper, as is Drogon. Oh God. Do you know what a harper is? Harpers are some kind of secret organization. One that secretly meddles in the affair of others, whether they are welcome or not. That is the viewpoint born of ignorance. We harpers band together to fight evil, whenever it arises, even though some may call it meddling. Yes, it is. We had a disco camera there for a second. This naturally means that the Harpers have many enemies. I suspect one of them may be responsible for this attack. I hope I'm wrong.
Believe I can shed some light on that.
I want to drum one's bald head.
Master Drogon!
Drogon, you live. Maestra be praised.
It was the artifacts they were after. They're stolen. All 4 of them. I can do nothing.
I thought as much. How could anyone have found out you even had them? This is terrible news.
What artifact are you talking about? When Drogon retired to Hilltop, the Harpers entrusted 4 dangerous artifacts to his care. We thought the area remote enough that they would be safe.
They were. I do not know how they were discovered.
We'll have to find out. Those artifacts are too powerful and dangerous to be left in unknown hands. Well, the kobolds stole these artifacts. We could get them back. It's hard to differentiate between the Xana's voice and the the accursed voice. I'm glad you agree. I won't be able to follow you, however. I need to stay here and tend to Drogon's poison. Dar! My elder student! It is up to you! It is vital that we get these artifacts, these items, and bring them back! Going Shatner! I'm not your errand boy. You can count on me, Master Drogon. I will not fail you. Such courage, dear boy. You do me proud. This will be your final test. I know that you are ready. So much relies on you. I know you will not let me down. I cannot. Drogon, he's passed out from the pain. It's up to you, Dendar. As he said, you must recover these artifacts before they are put to dangerous use. Well, and we will look into our adventure starts with this introduction. Let's hope there are more adventures to come. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, until then.